From stories around the world to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. Good evening, I'm Sharon Masquinius.
And I am Dishan Veerakon, and here are your headlines for tonight.
Stringent laws against those who do not subject themselves to quarantine. 2 persons have been arrested in connection with spreading false information. The Election Commission says that there is no decision to postpone the election. The Podujana Peramuna reiterates to face the general election under any circumstances.
Now moving on into those and other stories in detail. Several new decisions have been taken regarding minimizing the loitering of the general public in judicial and prison premises. A communique issued by the Presidential Media Division says that the program will be implemented with effect from tomorrow. The Judicial Services Commission, which met today, has taken a decision in this regard. Accordingly, from tomorrow, convening of all cases scheduled to be heard at the Commercial High Court, Civil Appellate and District Courts will not take place. The reconvening dates of such cases could be known by visiting the judicial premises in the first week of April. However, cases could be examined according to the urgency priority and the preferences of the judges. These facts are included in a circular directed to the justices of the courts. A communique issued by the Presidential Media Division says that the government is engaged in maximum efforts to maintain all activities in the courts without destabilizing daily routine of the people. The assistance of the general public is being sought in this connection. Now, the number of corona-infected local patients has increased to 28 today, with confirmation of affliction of 4 more patients. Further investigations are being conducted regarding 212 other persons suspected of infection of the disease. Among the 4 patients identified today included a 13-year-old female. The other infected persons were aged 73, 50 and 37. 3 of them are receiving treatment at the IDH and at the Karapite Teaching Hospital. Specialist physician Dr. Anil Jayasinghe said that there are 18 hospitals that admitted suspected corona patients. One of the suspected patients was one who returned from the UK. He has not entered the government health system after being indisposed. He was reported to have gone to a private hospital and carried a PCR test. However, the results of the test has confirmed that he was a corona patient. After the test, he was reported to have gone home.
ඉන් අනතුරුව ඔවුන් කටයුතු කරලා තියෙන්නේ COVID-19 රෝගියෙක් වුණත් නිවසට වෙලා සිටීම. මේ විදියට පෞද්ගලික රෝහල් වලට ගිහිල්ලා මේ පරීක්ෂණ කළා. තැන් වල ඉන්න ගියොත් අපිට මේක අපේ පාලනයට ගන්න බැරි වෙනවා.
According to the telephone phone calls received by the police yesterday, 880 persons returned from coronavirus infected countries have been identified from the 1st to the 10th of this month. DIG Ajit Rohan said that they have pasted a leaflet of warning at the places where the infected persons were detected. He also said that legal action will be taken against those who disregard these warnings. The Ministry of Public Administration, Home Affairs, Provincial Councils and Local Government says that the vacation granted for germicide of government institutions and public places to control the coronavirus incident will not be extended. Director General of the Health Services, Dr. Anil Jayasinghe said that it is more appropriate not to engage in shopping prior to the new year.
ආයතනවල ඉතින් ඒ නිසා මේ කාලය තුල අවුරුද්දට පෙර කරන ඇඳුම් මිලදී ගැනීම වගේ දේවල් මගහරිනවා නම් හොඳයි.
Minister Bandhanu Gunawardena said that certain groups are attempting to take political advantage out of the situation at a time when they are engaged in efforts to stop the entry of the virus into the country. Minister Bandhanu Gunawardena says that there are groups who want to classify those who are living as dead. He also said that the President and the Prime Minister are preparing to impose strong punishments to such rebel rousers. Now, 2 persons who have propagated false information over social media regarding the coronavirus condition have been taken into custody. DIG Ajit Rohane says that the suspects are scheduled to be produced before the courts. Deputy Inspector General of Police Ajit Rohane said that information has been revealed mainly on 2 persons. 1 person was named Niminda Priyadarshana. There have been false reports on 3 deaths, 2 in IDH and 1 in Polonnaruwa. The other suspect is Dushmanta Amila. He has also attempted to spread rumours among the people. Dushmanta was arrested in Ragama and Niminda Priyadarshana was taken into custody in Bandaragama. The senior DIG further said that legal action will be taken against them on their offences under the Computer Crime Act and also under the Penal Code. He further said that police is on the lookout of 40 other persons who were alleged to have engaged in the spreading of false information. Now, Chairman of the Airport and Aviation Services Company, Major General G.A. Chandrasiri says that there is no need absolutely to close down the Katunayaka International Airport as a result of the expansion of the coronavirus disease. He further says that germicide activities at the airport are being carried out continuously. The Special Health Task Force of the Sri Lanka Air Force was engaged in operations to free the international airport of germs today. The germicide process is scheduled to be conducted once in every 3 days under the sponsorship of the Airport and Aviation Services Company. Chairman of the Airport and Aviation Services Company, Major General G.A. Chandrasiri said that the airport will not be closed down. Activities at the airport will be conducted with great caution. All arrangements have been made to facilitate the incoming passengers. Chairman of the company further said that they are able to protect the airport and to provide security to all passengers. Those who are against quarantine should immediately leave the country after obtaining an air ticket. Those who arrive should be definitely subjected to quarantine. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, General Daya Ratnayaka, said that a special security program is being implemented in all harbours, including the Colombo harbour. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, General Daya Ratnayaka, said that the government has made a proclamation regarding 14 countries. Not a single citizen of these countries will be allowed to enter Sri Lanka. The persons as well as ships of these countries will not be allowed to enter the shores. On the first day of the declaration of a quarantine to control the expansion of the coronavirus, towns and bus stands were subjected to sterilization. The National Transportation Commission has taken the initiative to get rid of germs at the bus stand in Bastian Mouth, Colombo. All buses arrived at the bus stand were subjected to the germicide process. Facilities for the passengers to wash their hands are provided at several locations of the bus stand premises. Director General of the National Transportation Commission, Thilan Miranda, said all interprovincial buses leaving the yard is being subjected to the germicide process. He added that the passengers will be given permission to board the buses once again only after the sterilization process. Distribution of necessary equipment for germicide at the Kandy bus stand has also taken place today. The buses and the bus stand have also been cleaned. A germicide program has also been conducted at the Polonnaruwa bus stand.
The police say legal action will be taken under the Quarantine Act against the 11th patient who has been confirmed being afflicted with the coronavirus. The reason being the patient's attempts to evade the quarantine process. The police say that legal action will be taken against any other persons charged with this atrocity. Specialist Physician and Director General of the Health Services, Dr. Anil Jayasinghe, says that one person identified as COVID-19 victim has returned to Sri Lanka after engaging in a tour in Germany. He added that another person who took part in the tour was also identified as a COVID-19 patient on the 12th of this month. The Director General of Health Services also said that his staff has found him on the 13th. He was asked to enter the IDH Institute in Angoda. However, this patient has disregarded the order and went to his family doctor. The family doctor was also reported to have ordered the patient to enter the IDH. Thereafter, he has visited the Chest Hospital and the Borella and later to the private hospital. The patient was also reported to have undergone a PCR test. However, he has done this even when informed of not attending tests in private hospitals. The specialist physician, Dr. Anujaya Singh, has also said that thereafter the patient had entered the Colombo South Teaching Hospital. The director of the hospital has ordered to immediately transfer the patient to the IDH in an ambulance. The victim is a gem businessman in Mount Lavania. It has also been pointed out that this person had acted in an irresponsible manner. The Director General further said that legal action will be taken against him and his wife. Meanwhile, Senior DIG Ajit Rohana said that this patient and his wife has deliberately refrained from taking treatment. The victims had visited several places and discreetly obtained treatment. The Senior DIG also said that a court case has commenced against them at the Mount Lavania courts today. He also said that action will be taken regarding the movable and immovable properties of the two suspects, according to the Act of Quarantine and Prevention of Diseases. Law will be implemented against them under the provisions of the Penal Code. He also said that if suspects of similar nature were found, they will also be dealt accordingly. The Association of Government Medical Officers requests the private hospitals and medical divisions to act with responsibility at this crucial moment. The suspected corona-infected patients should be directed to the relevant centres immediately after detection. The GMOA made these remarks at a media briefing in Colombo today. Secretary of the GMOA, Dr. Hartalutge, said that they must encourage as much as possible to send the suspected patients to special centres. He also said that private hospitals and private sector should also act with a sense of responsibility at this moment. The GMOA secretary further said that the responsibility entrusted upon authorities is to direct the patients to the appropriate treatment centres and also to immediately issue a series of guidelines to the private sector and other hospitals in this regard. Ayurvedic physician Dr. Ajit Kumara and the Ayurvedic Medical Council said that residences could be protected through fumigation using herbs such as kohomba. The quarantine of houses and washing of hands could be done through turmeric liquid. Perunkayam and Vadakaha are two Ayurvedic medicines that could prevent the spread of the disease. The Ayurvedic physicians has also advised to drink 3 times a day beverages of ginger and coriander. It is appropriate to refrain from drinking beverages such as tea and coffee. Dr. Ajit Kumar also requested the people to get used to consumption of food using local spices and medicinal goods items for a period of 2 weeks.
Now, the Ministry of Public Administration, Home Affairs, Provincial Councils and Local Government has issued a circular which stipulates the procedures to be followed to prevent the developing of the coronavirus incident into an infectious condition. The Department of Government Information says that all state institutions, district and divisional secretaries as well as Gramanildaris have been enlightened in this regard. The Corona Control Task Force is located at the premises 1090 Sri Javadanapura, Rajagiriya. The telephone number 117 remains open for the dissemination of relevant information. In parallel to this program, instructions have been provided to set up Corona Information Centres on the district, divisional and Gramanildari levels as well. Information belonging to the state institutions should be reported to the divisional secretaries, and instructions have also been provided to minimize the arrival of people to the relevant institutions. An order has also been given to provide germicide, hand washing liquid and hand application liquids to all officials and the general public arriving at all government institutions. Training programs and meetings where people assemble should be temporarily suspended. Heads of institutions have been given permission to restrict office duties according to service requirements. Now, further information regarding the disease could be obtained from the website of the Infectious Diseases Division, www.epid.gov.lk. As essential public services are being implemented under any circumstances. The circular also informs to act only according to information provided through recognized sources.
A media communique issued by the Al Salon Jamayatul Ulama requests Muslims to adhere to the guidelines stipulated by the government institutions and the ACJU due to the prevailing situation. Chairman of the Al Salon Jamayatul Ulama Ashef MIM Rizvi Mufti says that the WHO and the Health Ministry of the Sri Lanka has guided all communities to avoid public gatherings to prevent the COVID-19 virus being spread. He adds that hence the ACJU requests the Muslim community to temporarily stop the Jummah and the 5 times congregational prayers as masjid and all kinds of public gatherings until further notice. Accordingly, the masjid trustees are requested to take necessary steps in implementing the guidelines. The Election Commission says that no decision has been taken to postpone the conducting of the parliamentary election. A declaration has been made in this connection after a discussion between the representatives of the Election Commission and the heads of health divisions this morning. The meeting took place at the Election Commission. Talks have been conducted in depth regarding overcoming impact of coronavirus condition on the conducting of accepting nominations and for the general election in general. Meanwhile, former UMP parliamentarians Mujibur Rahman and Kavinda Jayawardena have requested the Election Commission today to postpone the general election. Chairman of the Election Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, has joined a media briefing after the discussion. Chairman of the Election Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, says that the Election Commission is unable to decide upon at this moment whether the election should be postponed or not. He added that they must receive nominations. The basic issue is to minimize the assembly of people.
Now, General Secretary of the United National Party, Akhila Viraj Karyavasam, says that the working committee of his party has given permission only to create an alliance and not to establish a new party. He further says that problems have arisen regarding the legal status of the new party. General Secretary of the United National Party, Akhila Viraj Karyavasam, says that they have never given permission to form another party by losing membership of the UMP. He said that when they contested under the swan symbol, they went forward as an alliance without abolishing any party membership. The permission of the working committee for the elephant symbol.
Meanwhile, the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna says that the party is prepared in all forms to face the upcoming general election. It has been pointed out at a media briefing today that the SLPP would emerge victorious despite not conducting any large-scale election rallies. Former State Minister Rohita Begunawardena said that there is a new direction to political history of the country. It has been possible to finalize nomination process through the joint action of all party allies under the leadership of the former parliamentarian Basil Rajapaksa. He said that nominations process will be carried out in all districts tomorrow and the day after. Taking into consideration of the present situation, it has also been decided to close down for 3 days the head office of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna in Nelum Mawatha Battaramulla. Secretary of the SLPP Sagara Karyavasam said that a special request is being made from all district leaders and candidates for the participation of only the persons required by law to hand over nominations. It has also been instructed to engage in the nomination handing over process without crowding of people. He also said that measures are also underway to close down the party office in the next 3 days.
And that's a wrap of tonight's Primetime News. Until we meet again next time, do take care and good night.